gentlemen, this is the opening contest live on TNA Lockdown. It is a six-man World X Cup preview match scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling, Minoru, Hiroki Goto, and Black Tiger. They are Team Japan.
We kick off Lockdown, the all-cage pay-per-view with Team Japan headed to the ring. It is Hiroki Goto with the flag, Black Tiger, the man in the middle, and Minoru, three of the four members for Team Japan that will be competing in the upcoming World X Cup. It's three of the four. The captain, Jushin Thunder Liger, will round out the team when we kick it off this Thursday on Impact.
And their opponents from India, Sanjay Dutt. From Detroit, Michigan, Alex Shelley. And from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal, Team USA.
Mike, when I look at Team USA coming down that ramp, I can't help but get the thought out of my mind. Is Alex Shelley ready to play on the same page? We see Sanjay Dutt, we see Jay Lethal, and we see Alex Shelley right there, a man who seemed to have his own agenda the last time these guys were together. It can't be that way inside this cage. You have to be together. You have to be at one.
Check this out. Alex Shelley with his paparazzi cam. Just handed off to SoCal Val for safekeeping.
Make sure she gets everything on tape right there, I imagine.
I would think so. This match is a preview for the upcoming World X Cup, the first of 3 rounds to kick off this Thursday on Impact on Spike TV, all the way through to our pay-per-view in the month of May, Sacrifice, when we will have the finals of the World X Cup. And Don, it's such a special time here at TNA when wrestlers, great stars, X Division stars from all over the world come to TNA to compete, to prove that, yes, their country is the best.
Not only are they coming to prove they're the best, they're doing it in the direst of conditions. When you look inside that cage, and I've talked about it before, but you're going to notice it. You're going to notice it real early, especially with the athletes that you see in that ring. And that is that because of the 6 sides, the way the tension is on that cage, there is absolutely no give. It's like almost being a cheese grater for a wall all the way around. So these guys have to be so careful. And I mentioned earlier about Alex Shelley, there is no time for him to be doing his own antics here. He has got to be on the same page with his teammates.
Well, you notice that Alex Shelley insisting that he wants to kick this match off. He wants to show what he can do. We've seen some communication problems in the past. We've seen it recently on Impact as well. When it comes to Alex Shelley and getting along with his teammates on Team USA.
When you look up there, Minoru is out there with Alex Shelley right now. The X Factor, oh, nice kick. Another one. The X Factor, this is how you prepare for these guys. Oh, Alex Shelley with a great counter right there. How do you prepare for a Team Japan? People you just don't get to see very often. And, you know, they've been thinking about this for a long time.
Minoru is the most accomplished and most experienced of these 3 members of Team Japan. Obviously, the captain, Jushin Thunder Liger, a Japanese legend, went for the dropkick. Shelley able to hook that top steel cable and avoid the contact. Oh, but he didn't avoid that one. That dropkick caught him dead on.
Well, the good thing I think about this is that Minoru was giving it to Alex Shelley right away. So Alex Shelley has got to have the right mindset. He realizes this is a battle right now. This is a war in there, and I think it's going to get his mind right here in the long run as far as being cohesive with the rest of the team.
Minoru tags into Black Tiger. Black Tiger, very interesting story here. Almost need a little Japanese professional wrestling history. And in the history of professional wrestling in the Orient, Tiger Mask, the pioneer of the junior heavyweight division, similar to TNA's X Division, he revolutionized the sport in Japan. He was actually a character based on a cartoon from the 1970s, and his rival was Black Tiger. And you are seeing Black Tiger, the rival of Tiger Mask, in the ring and taking Alex Shelley down with authority.
Professor, you just got to get all the information out on your new DVD. I'm telling you, that's unbelievable, the stuff you got.
You know, when it comes to the history between Black Tiger and Tiger Mask, 4 individuals have been Tiger Mask. This is also the 4th Black Tiger. And among the past wrestlers that have been Black Tiger from New Japan Pro Wrestling, the late Eddie Guerrero.
That's a history right there, and Black Tiger out there in control of Alex Shelley. And oh, Jay Lethal with the blind tag. You can see he wants to get in the ring, and I think this is a good move on Jay Lethal's part. They got to get a little sweat rolling out there. They got to get in there. They got to get a feel of it. Alex Shelley was kind of wanting to do this whole thing on his own.
And it is Hiroki Goto in for Team Japan. Great move, and single leg takedown, and nice exchange here on the mat. Let's see who gets the better of it. Lethal tried to use a head scissors. Goto will have nothing to do with it.
It's almost like watching Olympic wrestling right there, as they are definitely doing match style right now, and it's just both guys, they're sizing each other up, and now looking each other right in the eyes.
This is the first trip to the United States for Hiroki Goto. Arguably, he is the best young wrestler currently competing in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Just 26 years of age, and how about this? He won't even have 3 years of professional experience under his belt until the month of July. Jay Lethal connects.
Well, then it's appropriate that he's out there with Jay Lethal, because you're looking at a man who's 20 years old, the youngest man on the TNA roster. And I don't know, what we're looking at there, maybe a couple years of experience in
Exactly.
And that just gives you great hope for the future of this business when you see young guys like this with that kind of talent, that kind of maturity at that age. This sport is in great shape.
Double team, and now triple team move by Team USA.
This is good to see.
Look at that, Sanjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalaya, springing off the ropes and connecting. Oh, the crowd's rocking. And the impact zone for lock.
Mike, what I loved about that was all three men working together. Obviously, Alex Shelley has got it in his mind. You see a pin attempt. Minoru coming in to break it up, but all three guys working together, which if they have any chance to win the World X Cup, they're going to have to do it just like that, and there they are teaming up again. Great sight to see here for Team USA fans.
In Black Tiger, you have a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion competing for New Japan Pro Wrestling. The 8-year pro, just 24 years of age, got caught with the drop kick, then the spinning neck breaker by Shelley. Sanjay up to the shoulders. Looks like they're a pretty cohesive unit.
Absolutely, and this is great because, you know, we've always admired the skill of Alex Shelley. Oh, he almost hit the pin. We've always admired his skill. That's one thing you can't deny. I mean, you can hate his ways, so to speak, but you can't deny his skill. And this is what I like, is these three styles between Lethal and Sanjay Dutt and Alex Shelley, and how well they're working together.
And then you factor in the captain of Team USA for the upcoming World X Cup, Chris Sabin, as we see Sanjay connect. Drops the elbow. Quick pin attempt, far leg hook, just a 2 count.
I'll tell you what, Team USA now has had almost 4 or 5 attempts at a pin. Getting very close. Obviously, Team Japan maybe a little intimidated. I mean, you know, you get off the plane, next thing you know, you're in the steel cage, but a move like that by Black Tiger can turn everything around.
Face first goes Sanjay Dutt into the turnbuckle. Goto in and drives the boot directly into the ribcage. Follows up, stomping to the chest of Sanjay Dutt. Now going to pick him up the head and send him face first right into the corner turnbuckle.
They've got him over there isolated right now, Mike, and that's not where Sanjay Dutt wants to be, because this is a great chance. Minoru right here has a hold of him. It's a great chance for them to get big-time momentum right here, and he snaps that one off.
Sure did. Snap suplex, airborne, and drops the knee.
A little nonchalant right there, and Alex Shelley didn't like it.
Minoru, 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight and Tag Team Champion, as we see Team Mexico coming out. That was the captain, Shocker, with the flag, and he's got Puma and Magno, 3 of the 4 members of Team Mexico, out to check out this World X Cup preview.
They've got to be pretty happy they're not taking the beating inside the 6 sides of steel, but they're definitely out here scouting. And you see Minoru going for the pin. Minoru didn't have it.
Yeah, after that drop kick by Black Tiger, and now it's broken down with everybody involved momentarily. Again, seeing Team Mexico coming out to watch this matchup with Team Japan, Team USA. There's the captain, Shocker.
Oh, man, a combination by Goto. Minoru, and there goes Minoru. Alex Shelley again, what a combination drop kick by all 3 of them.
Triple drop kick to the head, the pin attempt, but no, broken up. That time it was Alex Shelley in for the save.
Alex Shelley has been the consummate team player. I've got to give him that. Every bit of it, been the consummate team player. Now Sanjay Dutt knows where Jay Lethal is. He knows where Alex Shelley is, but Minoru will not let him get over there to make the tag, and he brings him back over that corner.
You have to like the game plan and the strategy of Team Japan. When they bring this team to the United States for the World X Cup, these 3 individuals, Minoru, who was just in the ring, this is Goto, and of course Black Tiger, along with Jushin Liger, they're all a part of the same group wrestling in Japan. That's the CTU group headed by Jushin Liger, as we see Alex Shelley in to help his partner Sanjay Dutt. All of a sudden, Alex Shelley's getting along with his partners, Jay Lethal and Sanjay.
Well, it's probably good that he's not seeing Team Canada over on the other side where he had a little misplaced loyalties at times. But Sanjay Goto is in trouble, Mike. He is just taking a beating right now. And talk about cohesive. Team Japan is talk about being on the same page. They're writing the book right now.
It really is a natural because they spend so much time together in the ring in Japan. As Sanjay not able to snap it off, rolls in the corner and tags in Jay Lethal on fire.
And you can see
lines right to the chest of Black Tiger.
He was so frustrated over there, Mike, and he was ready to get in. He was just anticipating, kind of like I was right there, just getting in and trying to help out Sanjay. Took a beating, and now Jay Lethal able to take out his aggression here on Black Tiger.
Reversal into the corner goes Lethal, able to get the boots up, then off the middle rope. Caught him with the leg lariat. Here's the cover, lateral press, just a 2 count.
Black Tiger able to just barely get up in time right there, but this is what Team USA needed. Jay Lethal in total control right. Oh, but he just ran right into that elbow.
Tiger caught him right in the chest with the elbow, and then the follow-up move is a drop kick perfectly placed.
Goto coming in right here. Japan has been so quick and crisp on these tags, Mike, haven't they? They've just really been working together. Oh, man, almost went on his head.
Pin attempt off the suplex, and no, just a 2 count. Jay Lethal kicks out. I mean, it's something that the other teams, obviously not Team Canada, they've been working together for an awful long time. But then when you factor in Team USA with Alex Shelley, although they seem to be on the same page here. Oh, man, both knees. How about this team?
The other. Great teamwork. You know, I've got a newfound respect for Alex Shelley, and he's going up high here. Did he hit it? Frog splash, and he nailed it.
Cover. 1, 2. No, just 2. Only 2.
Oh, the crowd thought it was over. I thought it was over.
Jay Lethal has Goto going to try a suplex attempt here, but Goto able to fight him off. Enziguri kick right into the suplex. There's the German.
Here he goes.
Pin.
1, 2. No! He got up just in time. Oh, man, Sanjay down here goes again.
Sanjay, the shooting star, Lethal the pin, but Black Tiger breaks it up.
How close can they get?
On the verge of victory on several occasions, but Team USA not able to put away Team Japan.
Wow, great teamwork, though, by all 6 men. And Team USA so close. Jay Lethal's got to wonder how he didn't get that pin, and now Minoru's got him. This is the crowd.
The chance of USA rock the impact zone. Minoru.
Nice
back
right
kick
there.
right into the midsection.
Oh, look at this. He's got it.
Into the crossarm breaker. Minoru special. He's got the submission hold applied.
They're holding him off.
No, broken up by Sanjay Dutt with the drop kick.
And you can see Jay Lethal. It was all he could do to keep him tapping out right there. Look at him holding that arm, and it's such pain.
Legal man now is Black Tiger. He gets the tag. Gonna ring out the arm of Jay Lethal. Fire him off with the reversal. Taken up into the air. Flapjack. Lethal measures it. Oh!
Look at that. It's like watching a kung fu movie. He nails him right there with a kick. Here comes Alex Shelley.
Quick roll through. Oh, man, he dropped Minoru right on his head. Goto went for the spin kick, and it grazed Shelley.
Oh, nice kick right there. Like Sanjay to the leg, and you can see Sanjay's got him down. Can he get it right here? So close.
Sanjay, thought he was going to go for the Sanjay cutter.
Shelley. Sanjay.
Caught his own man, took out his own teammate. Enziguri kick by Lethal in the back of Goto's head.
Oh, you got right there where Alex Shelley took out Sanjay. Jay Lethal's kind of a man on an island right now. 3-on-1. Oh, Minoru nails him. Black Tiger's got a hold of him
Gonna
right
go for
here.
the Tiger suplex. Pin.
2. Japan did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Team Japan!
It is time to kick off the World X Cup. You see the scoring system on your screen. First round tag team matchups, second round singles bouts. We get to the third round. We'll decide it with a gauntlet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a World X Cup Tag Team Contest. It is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing team number 1, they represent Team Japan, Hiroko Goto and Minoru.
Oh, we got to see these guys at Lockdown when they beat Team USA. It was a hard-fought matchup, but you've got to give Team Japan credit because they showed everybody just how talented they were. Minoru, Black Tiger, and Goto, and we're going to see right here in action. Minoru and Goto, and this is going to be a special kind of a matchup. But Team Japan awful impressive at Lockdown.
And remember, 2 points goes to the winning team in this first round matchup of the World X Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing their opponents representing Team USA, Alex Shelley and Sanjay Dutt.
It is time to kick off the World X Cup. Yes, teams from all over the globe headed to TNA to compete. We're talking about Team Mexico, Team Canada, and to kick it off, Team Japan and Team USA.
I'll tell you something, Mike, at Lockdown, and again, I still tell everybody, go to TNAWrestling.com. Find when a replay is showing, because you're absolutely going to be blown away by what you saw. And what you saw in the very first match of Lockdown was Team USA against Team Japan, and you saw these 4 guys in the ring. They were also joined by Black Tiger, and they were also joined by Jay Lethal, who will be taking on Samoa Joe for the X Division title later on tonight. But what we saw was how competitive and how determined people are from other countries to show the world how good they are in the X Division.
You know, I was hoping to get a nice camera shot of the beautiful trophy that will go to the winning team for the World X Cup.
Go to Canada,
you know what? I'm afraid that camera shot's going to be spoiled, because look who's joined us at the broadcast position.
Listen here,
Yeah,
Dome there, and old big
Don't
head.
worry about that. It's the coach, Scott D'Amore of Team Canada. Well, I guess we're going to get some real insight into the World X Cup from you.
Well, first of all, just want to let you know, I've retooled my Team Canada. Bobby Roode, A1, greatest athletes in the world, not truly X Division competitors. So in addition to Eric Young and the Captain Petey Williams out here doing some scouting and taking some notes, I've added 2 of Canada's finest. Johnny Devine returning to action here in TNA, and making his debut, Tyson Dukes, the Dancing Fool. We're going to rock this World X Cup wild.
Well, obviously, Team Canada needs to do something after what happened at Lockdown and all the embarrassment.
You know what? Don't even talk about that.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
that was a long night for you at Lockdown, you got to admit.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I hate to give credit to an American, but this Alex Shelley, he's solid. Sanjay Dutt, not really in his league, but I'll tell you what is Chris Sabin thinking, him and Jerry Lynn? They're so smart. Why would you have Shelley in there when it's obvious Dutt has some type of issue with Shelley?
Yeah, you watching this now?
Despite the fact that Shelley's the one who carries all of Team USA. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't even have a chance. Not that they really do, because we're taking the whole thing.
Opening minutes of this matchup, and Shelley and Dutt working as a cohesive unit.
Minutes of this matchup.
USA. I tell you what, let's talk about that anthem match.
I don't want, no. That's in the past. We're talking about.
What a move there by Minoru right there. And then just in time, Sanjay Dutt to break it up before Alex Shelley tapped out. I do want to say something. You brought up a good point though about Alex Shelley. I was so impressed at Lockdown at how Alex Shelley seemed to have changed his ways and really worked together as a team with the rest of Team USA. And after hanging out with you for so long, I didn't think that was going to be possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, look at this. Do you really think Team USA, when they can't even get along, come on, you really think they're going to keep getting along? Are they going to beat the former IWGP Tag Team Champions? Not a chance. Minoru, Goto, come on, they're way out of the League of the Americans.
Are you kidding?
Unbelievable. The way that these Japanese wrestlers can go.
But I mean, you had to be impressed with Team Japan when they won that 6 sides of steel cage match against Team USA at Lockdown. Sort of a preview to the World X Cup, and this is the first match in the first round.
I was so impressed right there, as you see right there, Hiroki Goto. I was so impressed with Goto. I was so impressed with Minoru and the way that they work together. I've got to admit, teams all over the world, like Team Japan, know how important this World X Cup trophy is, and they want to come over here and show it.
You mentioned Chris Sabin earlier. And of course, Chris Sabin, yes, he's the captain of Team USA. And when you factor in the experience of the former captain of Team USA, Jerry Lynn, and you know Jerry Lynn is there in the ear of Chris Sabin, scouting the other teams and giving him information, I think Team USA has to be one of the favorites.
Oh, give me a break. That's a blind leading the blind. You think that's brain trust? You take that combined energy, and as a great Bobby Heenan would say, they couldn't harness enough energy to blow their nose. Give me a break. Jerry Lynn's going to give guidance to Chris Sabin. One's an idiot, the other's a fool.
Check out Minoru, taken down from the top by Shelley. Goto immediately charges into the ring, and Goto and Shelley up in no man's land. Shelley able to knock Goto down to the canvas, and he goes
Oh, what a shot right to the chest of Goto. Wow. You can see Alex Shelley, and that's the Alex Shelley we're going to have to see if the USA is going to win this World Cup title.
Well, I'll tell you, Shelley's great, but Dutt's not going to be able to carry his load. Team Japan's going to be victorious here.
Over the course of the next several weeks here on Spike TV on Impact, you will see this ongoing World X Cup tournament as we see Sanjay hit the leg drop in for the pin, Minoru win to break it up. Finals go down, Sacrifice on pay-per-view May the 14th, and of course the Team Japan captain, Jushin Thunder Liger. Yes, he's headed to the U.S. to be a part of this World X Cup.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll shake Liger's hand. He's a great athlete. I'll shake his hand right after Canada wins the cup. Oh!
Double drop kick by Sanjay Dutt.
Oh!
Alex Shelley.
How about a super kick from Shelley? And he just rocked Goto. Did Dutt. Shelley takes up Minoru.
Sanjay hits it with a leg drop. Here we go. Look at this teamwork by Team USA.
I gotta admit, I'm shocked that Shelley and Dutt been able to work like this. It's not gonna last through the tournament, though.
Petey, you getting all this on your notes?
Sanjay springs off the middle rope, presses down on Goto.
Oh, he breaks it up.
Make a note of that, Petey. They're really quick on breaking up those pinfalls.
Minoru with the drop kick. That sends Shelley out to the floor. Attention turned to Sanjay Dutt.
Oh, this is where it is. Dutt's isolated. He's in trouble now.
Oh, Goto nails him with the drop kick on the top ropes here, and Team Japan has the momentum, Mike.
Missile drop kick by Goto. The 3-year pro takes him up and over. What a backdrop suplex. Pin, 2,
Just that time he got the shoulder up.
barely rolled the shoulder before the 3 count.
I'll tell you what, this Team Japan's impressive. Petey, make some notes. We're gonna have to be ready for them. They're gonna be soft.
Goto gonna take that up into the air and powers him down to the canvas again. Leg hook, pin, no, broken up by Shelley.
Split second, he got that by a split second, but you talked about Goto at lockdown, Mike, and you are right, he is so impressive for such a young superstar.
And Zagiri drilled him in the back of the head. Ready for a little sliced bread. He caught him with the Shiradu. Sanjay, pin,
2, they got it!
the U.S. gets a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Alex Shelley and Sanjay Dutt, Team USA!
That's the way to do it. We kick things off in the first round of the World X Cup. We take a look at the scoreboard. You see it. The U.S. strikes first. Team USA picks up 2 points with the win to JB with Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles. Senshi, a great victory at lockdown and a great addition to TNA's X Division. You take a look at the standings for the 2006 World X Cup by virtue of their win over Team Japan last week, the U.S. in the early lead. First round tag team matchups, second round singles bouts, the third round to decide it with the gauntlet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a World X Cup Tag Team Contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1, accompanied by Coach Timor, and proudly representing their home country of Canada, Johnny Devine and Showtime, Eric Young.
Mike, Team Canada's got a little different makeup right here as we see the return of hotshot Johnny Devine and Eric Young, jumpy as ever as always when the pyro goes off behind him. And of course, that big load, Scott D'Amore. But Team Canada, no stranger to the World X Cup format. One of the teams you've got to consider one of the favorites.
And remember the finals to be contested at our Sacrifice pay-per-view on Sunday, May 14.
And their opponents, representing Team Mexico, Shocker, Magno!
You know, it's very interesting to see how the different countries form their teams and who they put in certain slots. Tag team matchup in this first round, Shocker and Magno. You have the most experienced wrestler in Shocker, as well as the Team Mexico captain, joining forces with one of the youngsters, one of the rising stars from south of the border.
Oh, there you can see the wonderful trophy that's going to be given out to the winners of the World X Cup, and it's sitting right here in front of me. And let me tell you something, this thing's like 4 feet tall, Professor. What a beautiful prize it is, and it's all about pride with these guys. I mean, think about what the X Division has done. Think about what TNA has done around the world. It's become a place where people all over the world want to come to showcase their talents. And speaking of coming down, we see Team USA's Alex Shelley with, of course, his camera.
Yeah, the paparazzi cam in the possession of Alex Shelley. Shelley out here, I'm sure, to scout wrestlers from Canada and Mexico, but we also know this. Alex Shelley, in our main event, later in this Impact broadcast, will face the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Christian Cage. Talk about an opportunity for Christian to gain a measure of payback and revenge against the man who really was behind that initial invasion of his privacy. That's Alex Shelley.
Also to come, Mike, Sting! And who's it gonna be? You gotta be wondering what's going through the minds of Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner right now. As we saw last week when Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell showed up. Who could Sting be bringing this week? It's gotta be something that's going through their minds. And they've gotta wonder, because that big tag match will be coming up at Sacrifice.
Oh, it was a jaw-dropper last week on Impact. Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell return to professional wrestling, at least one night in TNA. Potential partners for Sting. Jeff Jarrett, however, said no deal 1 week ago. Tonight, when confronted with that same situation, what do you think Jarrett's going to say? Is he going to say yes, he's going to pull the trigger, or will he wait till next week on Impact, when at that point in time, it's in Sting's hands?
You know, sometimes you just have to pull the trigger on that and wonder if maybe Sting's trying to pull a fast one on you and just take the deal straight up. We'll see if he's got the cojones to do that later on tonight. But wow, Johnny Devine right now in total control here with Team Canada. You know, I was curious about Magno, and he's kind of an unknown factor here in the World X Cup. But right now, Team Canada using that experience that they have as a team. Oh, but nice comeback right there by Magno.
Well, you're right, Johnny Devine, some year-and-a-half plus absence in TNA, but now back with Team Canada as the captain of Team Mexico, Shocker. Oh, tried to catch Johnny Devine, who stayed one step ahead of him, at least momentarily, but check this out. Shocker back, caught him with that headbutt right into the gut, goes for the follow cover in just a 2 count.
Great to see Shocker back here in TNA. He brings so much experience and so much charisma from Mexico, and he's somebody that can beat you in so many ways, a lot like an Alex Shelley, where he's got such a great ground game and a mat game, but he can also do things like that out of nowhere. Kind of catch them with kind of an odd hurricane runner right there, and he takes the momentum in his favor.
And then a twisting elbow drop to the chest. Here's the lateral press, and oh, just a 2 count before Eric Young in for the save. Again, the winner of this match to gain 2 points in the standings for the World X Cup is now all 4 men in the ring. You know, the last time we saw Shocker, he had some problems with his then tag team partner, Chris Sabin, and I can't wait to see what goes down when Shocker and Sabin meet up in this upcoming World X Cup double dropkick from Team Mexico.
Sends them both out of the ring. Think about this. Shocker and Chris Sabin, both team captains for their respective countries. And look at this. Oh, they both come out and they both connect. The Shocker hits Johnny Devine and Magno hits Eric Young. Oh, great move right there by Team Mexico, and Alex Shelley getting it all on
right in their faces with that paparazzi cam, and Shocker says, just get out of here. Shelley, of course, scouting both the Canadians as well as Team Mexico for potential upcoming World X Cup action. It was Alex Shelley and Sanjay Dutt who defeated Team Japan, Goto and Minoru, last week on Impact to gain the U.S. the lead in the standings.
Oh, nice move right there by Johnny Devine. You know, Alex Shelley's just such an odd bird to me. I mean, he should be back in the back worried about facing Christian Cage, the world champion, later on tonight. But he's out. Oh, that time it cost him standing there by the ring with his camera.
Collision with Devine. Shocker gonna go in, small package,
1, 2,
got it, got the win!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, representing Team Mexico, Shocker and Magno.
Think about this, Mike. Alex Shelley, who was a friend with Team Canada for so long, actually cost Team Canada that matchup right there by being at ringside with the camera, and Scott D'Amore's mad.
Shocker and Magno gain the win in the World X Cup. And let's take a look at the updated standings. You see the U.S. and Mexico now in a first-place tie.
World X Cup contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Shocker and representing Team Mexico, Puma.
It was 2 weeks ago on Impact that the United States took a 2-0 lead in the World X Cup, but last week, Mexico tied it up by beating the Canadians. This is the Team Mexico captain, Shocker, waving the flag of his home country, his representative for singles competition in the first match of the second round of the World X Cup is a 21-year-old high flyer, Puma.
And his opponent is the captain of Team USA, Chris Sabin.
And here he is, the team captain of Team USA, a man who's been through many of these World X Cups. One of the most exciting young wrestlers to date, the perfect choice to be team captain of Team USA. But he's got his work cut out for him, Mike, because we've seen Puma, and he is one of the most exciting young wrestlers that we've seen.
It's this Sunday at Sacrifice. It is the second match of the second round. Listen to this, Don, in the World X Cup Sunday at Sacrifice. It's going to be Team Japan's captain, Jushin Thunder Liger, one-on-one against the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams, plus a 16-man gauntlet involving every member of all four teams. Team US, Team Japan, Team Mexico, Team Canada, all competing in that gauntlet. It's the great equalizer. 5 points to the winner of the gauntlet, 2 points to the runner-up.
It just shows you how global TNA has become, where X Division athletes from all over the world want to come in here and be a part of it. You're going to see so much of it this Sunday at Sacrifice. We see a quick pin attempt. But Mike, I'm still can hardly wait to see who Sting chooses as his partner to take on Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner in the tag team action this Sunday at Sacrifice.
And we will find out exactly who Sting's partner is going to be. Great drop kick by Puma right into the face of Sabin. It's 3 points for the winning team that hang in the balance. Will it be Mexico or the United States that takes the lead in the World X Cup? And welcome back, everyone, to Impact. It's the first match of round number 2 in the World X Cup. It's the United States with Chris Sabin as the captain against, yes, Team Mexico's Puma. Sabin missed with the kick opportunity here. Oh, for Puma to take advantage, but he was cut off by Sabin.
You watch these guys in the ring and you see an unbelievable drop kick right there by Team USA captain Chris Sabin. It's unbelievable how mature these guys are in the ring when you realize their age, Mike. But that doesn't stop them. These guys have so much potential. They're such future stars. Well, you know what? They're stars already.
Puma able to get the boot up as Sabin charged in. Sabin connects with the forearm. I think it's a great choice for Team Mexico to bring someone like this youngster, Puma, who has trained at the New Japan dojo for an awful long time, has wrestled over in the Orient. Think of a matchup involving Mexico and Japan when it comes down to the gauntlet. He's going to have some very interesting comments to offer to the Captain Shocker.
You can see right there the pain on Chris Sabin's face. Keep in mind also this Sunday, Full Metal Mayhem, the World Championship on the line with Christian Cage, the Monster Abyss, tables, ladders, chairs, chains, and even though the Monster Abyss might have possession of that belt still belongs to the champion, Christian Cage.
And no question, tag teams in the spotlight as well. This Sunday at Sacrifice, we'll find out later tonight who Sting's tag team partner is going to be against Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner. Plus, Don, we also know America's Most Wanted against the phenomenal AJ Styles, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, Larry Zbyszko from the Championship Committee. He has banned both Jackie and Gail Kim from ringside this Sunday, and Team 3D against the James Gang.
Oh, nice leg drop right there by Puma. Sacrifice is just stacking up to be an incredible, exciting pay-per-view with titles on the line every which way you look at it. And look at this right there, a scoop and a slam by Puma. Puma doing an incredible job right here against Chris Sabin.
Puma connects, drives the head right into the chest of Sabin. Follow pin attempt. Referee Andrew Thomas down for the count. Don, you probably have seen in the last couple of minutes the shot of the entrance ramp where it's Sanjay Dutt, and there's a better look, Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal flanking a former captain of Team USA, Jerry Lynn. And Jerry Lynn, one of the pioneers of the X Division. There's a great close-up look. Jerry Lynn, so instrumental in arranging strategy and game plans and working with the new Team US captain, Chris Sabin.
And there you can see Team Canada watching on. You see Hotshot Johnny Devine, you see Petey Williams, Showtime Eric Young, all of them looking intently in the monitor as everybody trying to size up what they've got to do. And that's how important this World X Cup is to them. everybody involved, because this is a chance not only to win for yourself, but to win for your country.
Remember, it's Mexico and the United States tied, 2 points apiece. The winner of this match, the team to receive 3 points. Now that we're in the second round, great kick by Sabin, right into the stomach of Puma. Watch the springboard, caught him with the drop kick.
Man, what a shot. He's just so quick. And he's so much bigger than you realize when you see him up close and personal. There you see Team Japan looking on also, Goto, and all of them just looking on, everybody wanting to see how they're going to handle themselves in this ring.
All the members of Team Japan to be involved in the gauntlet this Sunday at Sacrifice, plus the captain Jushin Thunder Liger, the legend from Japan, to face Canada's Petey Williams. Quick roll up by Puma, Sabin's shoulders down just for a 2 count, and check this out. Puma immediately turns it into a submission hold.
Look at right there, he's just got Chris Sabin far enough from the ropes where he can't quite reach him. Chris Sabin's gonna have to reach down, use his strength, and that's what I'm talking about, and there he gets a hold of the rope.
It is Minoru, it is Goto, and it's Black Tiger. 3 of the 4 members of Team Japan, they're out to watch and they're out to scout as well. There's the close-up look.
Well, you can see him looking intently on, and I think a lot of that too is looking at the 6-sided ring and how they're gonna work that when the gauntlet's involved. And ooh, nice shot right there by the elbow by Puma. But it really is such an incredible format, the World X Cup.
And how about Team Japan at Lockdown pay-per-view? There it is. There's that delayed hesitation dropkick by Sabin right into the head of Puma. Remember, at Lockdown, Team Japan won a 6-man tag match over Team US in a World X Cup preview.
And look at right here, he's going for the cradle shot.
Got him.
He hits it.
Pin,
He him up.
2.
He's got it.
A win for the US.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the captain of Team USA,
Huge win for Sabin as well as the United States. 3 points for a victory in round number 2. And there you see the graphic update. 5 points for the United States as they take the lead. 2 points for Mexico. None for Canada and Japan to this point. Let's bring you up to speed on the scoring. It is the United States with 5 points in the lead. Mexico with 2 points in second place. Canada and Japan looking to get on the scoreboard. And we are ready for the second and final match of the second round, one-on-one competition. Let's get it kicked off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest live at TNA Sacrifice. It is a World X Cup match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, he is the captain of Team Japan, Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yes, he's the captain, and yes, he represents Team Japan. It's the legendary star, Jushin Thunder Liger. And Don, you see, he is accompanied by his other 3 Team Japan mates. Minoru, Hiroki Goto, Black Tiger, all coming to the race. Check out the streamers, and you see all of them sporting shirts, outfits with CTU, that's Jushin Liger's group, Control Terrorism Unit, as they're known in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
His opponent, accompanied by Coach Tim Moore, he is the captain of Team Canada, Petey Williams.
Well, Mike, here he is, the captain of Team Canada. And the guy has got a lot of weight on his shoulders, as does Team Japan, because they're scoreless right now in the World X Cup. But Petey Williams, no stranger to the World X Cup, a man who made his mark in TNA
Because of the World X Cup.
And Don, if you think about it, the Canadians, well, they're in a desperation mode at this point. You saw the graphic prior to this matchup that brings you up to speed on the scoring. The U.S. in the lead, Team Mexico in second place, Canada as well as Japan looking to get on the scoreboard, and one of those 2 teams is going to do just that in this second round matchup.
I mean, no matter how you figure it, whoever wins this match goes right into second place and puts themselves in a good position when the gauntlet comes up. There is even an opportunity where you can finish second in the gauntlet and win this thing. I mean, it really is a situation for both these guys. But, Mike, I think about right now what's going through the mind of Petey Williams. To be somebody that's been here in the Impact Zone so many times, and he comes out and he sees the response that a great wrestler like Jushin Thunder Liger receives here from the crowd. Obviously, the crowd excited to get to see somebody they don't get to see often in Jushin Thunder Thunder Liger, and they're behind him all the way.
And let's talk about the scoring aspect of this second round matchup. Yes, it's 3 points to the winner. Later, here at Sacrifice, we will have the third round match. It's all 16 competitors competing in a gauntlet. The 4 members of Team US, Mexico, Canada, and Japan, 5 points will go to the winner of that gauntlet, 2 points to the runner-up.
Right away, these guys are kind of measuring each other up here, Mike. You can see that Petey Williams, again, I don't think he's intimidated in any way, shape, or form. Not with the caliber of competition he's had to face. But he is definitely dealing with the fact that the crowd is 100% behind Jushin Thunder Liger right now. But again, they're just sizing each other up.
You know, that's really a great point, Don. And I'm not sure. I think you'd have to get in the head of the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams, to really know if he is intimidated by being in the ring with a legendary star like Jushin Liger. And if you think about it, I'm sure when Petey Williams was growing up, when he was watching professional wrestling, he'd watch Jushin Thunder Liger on so many occasions, wrestling all over the world. Petey Williams since that head scissors takeover. I mean, in Japan alone, watch Liger pull down the top rope. Petey out to the floor. Watch Liger now.
Here he goes.
High risk.
He's going up high right here. There he goes, and he nails Petey Williams dead on. Nice shot there by Liger.
Impressive move by Jushin Thunder Liger. Flying off the top rope and crashing down into Petey Williams on the arena floor.
You can see right there, it looked like Liger hurt himself a little bit on that. That's what happens when you do a high-risk move like that. And Petey Williams using it and just ramming him right into the rail.
Talk about intimidation factor, and Petey Williams not looking at all like he's intimidated, while the other members of Team Japan and Liger's CTU group circle around ringside and check that out.
Well, I'll tell you, man, they're taking a page right out of the book at Team Canada. That's why he got to kind of feel like this is a little bit of karma right here, as Team Japan just railing on Petey Williams, which again I find ironic because we've seen Team Canada do that so many times to so many people.
Well, you're right. Minoru, Goto, Black Tiger, all with the interference laid it in on Petey Williams before they toss him back in the ring. Oh, intimidation factor. How about this? Quick pin attempt by Liger, just a 2 count. 20-plus years as a professional wrestler for Jushin Liger. And in that time period, Don, double digits when it comes to the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. That's the top junior heavyweight title in the Orient with New Japan. Going to go for the Romero special. The inverted surfboard, and he's going to lean back, and oh, he's going to Petey up there.
Oh, he's just scratching him. Pulling his body directions. It wasn't meant to go. And you can see the pain on Petey Williams. Oh, when he gets to his knees, and now he pulls right back on his neck. Oh, man, Jushin Thunder Liger just tearing up the muscles of Petey Williams right there.
I see this incredible reaction from the crowd here at the Impact Zone for Sacrifice. And how much they respect what the X Division means to TNA. And when I think about this kind of response and what TNA has meant and the X Division means to TNA, I'm even sickened more by what we've heard from Kevin Nash as of late.
Well, the fact that he would even disrespect guys of this caliber, guys with this kind of heart, guys with this kind of a desire to be great, it just shows me it's sour grapes for somebody that's upset he's not out here in TNA, and that's all that you can look at it from Kevin Nash.
And how about Nash having Alex Shelley as his spokesperson, telling the other X Division wrestlers this past Thursday on Impact, oh, but with a frog splash off the top, but Williams got the knees up. Nash had Shelley tell the rest of the X Division roster that he would be making an appearance tonight at TNA's Sacrifice pay-per-view event.
Well, we saw how Jay Dutt reacted, and Chris Sabin and Jay Lethal reacted. It's like, bring it on. You know, it's, especially when they have a World X Cup mindset right now. They're not going to be intimidated by somebody like Kevin Nash.
Standing switch, Williams receiving end of the elbow, but then he caught Liger dead on. Spin kick attempt almost turned into a leg lariat as he dropped it.
Oh, look at right there, Petey Williams talking to him, doing a little Jackie Chan action out there, kind of rubbing it in his face.
Right back to the offensive. The Team Canada captain against the captain of Team Japan. A series of shots by Williams. Forearm blows directed to the head, chest of Liger. Fired off into the corner. Williams charges in. Telegraphed that move. Liger able to move out of the way. Went for that, open hand palm thrust. Great preparation by Williams to avoid it. And there's the drop kick. Perfectly placed to the back of Liger's head and shoulders.
Petey Williams needed this. He's got the momentum heading on. Look at that DDT right there by Petey Williams.
Gonna cover it.
anybody that I can remember get away from it. Oh, Petey Williams, nice move, nice counter, nice shot to the back of the head.
Side Russian leg sweep. Powers Liger down to the canvas. Petey measures in. Gonna try and reel him in right now. Liger to his feet. There's the boost to the midsection.
Oh no, he's going down.
Canadian destroyer on the way.
Liger obviously scouted it. He comes back with a left-handed slap and Petey Williams back to the mat.
You're right, the palm thrust, one of his famed offensive moves. It was right on target. Now, gonna take Williams up. Oh, running Liger bomb.
1, 2, oh, did he get it? Oh, man.
I tell you what, I cannot count
Wow.
the number of victories that I have seen through the years with that exact move by Jushin Liger, that running power bomb, the running Liger bomb. Williams able to power out at 2. Back to the offensive. Oh, Liger took him up for a suplex. Williams caught him with a knee in the face, and then the spinning neck breaker.
Oh, great counter right there. He's gonna get it. He's got him in it, Ron. Wait a minute, you see the interference right there by one of the members of Team Japan, and Petey Williams upset.
The low blow from behind. The members of Liger's moved to CTU. It was Minoru and Hiroki Goto with the distraction. Liger covered.
2, he's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the winner, Jushin Liger.
A little bit of their own medicine for Team Canada, would you say?
I'll tell you what, it just shows you how desperate these teams have become. The Team Japan, realizing they had no point, they were going to do whatever it took to get on the scoreboard, and they did. And like you said, kind of took a page out of Team Canada's book.
And yes, they are on the scoreboard with that win. And check that out. Draping the flag over the prone body of the Team Canada captain. It was imperative for Team Japan to get the win. They got it behind the captain, Jushin Thunder Liger, over the defeated Petey Williams and Team Canada.
And they bolted right into second place right now. They're only 2 points behind. As you see right there, only 2 points behind Team USA.
Great timing. United States, 5 points, still in the lead. Japan, you're right, moved right into second. Mexico and Canada round out the list.
2 men will start for a 2-minute period. After that time, wrestlers will enter at 1-minute intervals. A wrestler is eliminated when they go over the top rope and their feet hit the floor. When the final 2 wrestlers remain, the match will then be won by pinfall or submission only.
All these members of Team Japan have been, and as has everybody here in the World X Cup.
And the second participant, representing Team Mexico, Puma!
From the second that Team Mexico made the announcement that Puma was going to be a part of their squad, Don, I thought it was a great move. Think of the background of Puma. We've talked about this on several occasions in his previous appearances at TNA. He has trained for years at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo in Los Angeles. I mean, who better to send into a ring, to send to the gauntlet, than a man who knows all the Team Japan wrestlers as well as Puma.
Well, he's been so impressive from the moment we've ever seen him here at TNA. He had so many different styles, so many different variations. He's a guy who fits in perfectly with our X division. He's a guy who fits in with the Lucha Libre. He's a guy who fits in with the High Flyers of Japan. This guy is a real talent. Now, whether he can make it through this entire gauntlet, well, that's yet to be seen, because these 2 guys have their work cut out for them. As you see Minoru holding out the hand, and that's the show of sportsmanship. Oh, come on, I spoke too soon.
You know, I was surprised by what we saw from Team Japan earlier in that opening matchup here in the pay-per-view that we just replayed. I guess I shouldn't be after seeing Minoru. They're spinning right in the face of Puma. Fires him off. Oh, what a drop hit.
I'll tell you, these guys are so athletic. Team Japan, though, they have not come over here to make any friends whatsoever. They have come over here to do one thing, and that's win. And by that win with Thunder Liger earlier, they are now in second place right now in the World X Cup. And here comes Puma. Oh, he comes off the rope and nails him with the kick.
Again, the first 2 competitors in this gauntlet will go at it one-on-one for 2 minutes, and then it'll be 1 minute for the remaining wrestlers as they enter the gauntlet. Until we get to the final 2, it's elimination over the top rope and down to the floor. And once we get to the final 2, pinfall or submission to decide it. Puma off the ropes. Minoru drilled him with the kick. First to the head. Series of shots. Then to the side of the leg. Then to the midsection.
I watched watching a kung fu movie right there for a second. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see which teams work together, because if you get a numbers advantage in this gauntlet, you can really take advantage of it. You're going to have to do it, because the winner of this gets 5 points, which is very crucial in winning this situation.
You know, Minoru here, I think, has forgotten that until we get to the final 2, it's elimination over the top rope.
15 seconds
Hit the
remaining in this
suplex, no
period.
question about that, then went for the pin.
10,
But hello,
9,
no referee in the ring to count.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Who's gonna be
3, 2, 1.
And here he
The
comes.
next participant, Captain of Team Canada, Petey Williams.
Here's the guy who's going to want a little revenge on Team Japan after what happened to him on the first match, and now he's working together with Minoru.
I don't know,
Now,
I'm
this is
shocked.
bizarre.
They cost him the match earlier, Don, the final match in the second round, and now all of a sudden they're working together as a team? How long can this last?
Well, this is just, I didn't think it could last too long. As Petey Williams able to get the shot right there, that was strange for a minute. It was almost surreal.
Oh, you're right. After everything we saw, Petey Williams suffering the loss. After Team Japan, Liger's teammates interfered. They momentarily worked together, but obviously Petey Williams had some kind of a plan in place. Oh, man, what a DDT.
15 seconds.
That was wicked. Now, keep in mind, folks, that again, and remind everybody, the
10,
only way you're eliminated
9,
is by going over the top rope with your feet, hitting the floor until you get to the final 2. Then, that is when it is pinfall submission. And here
Team USA, Chris Sabin.
Chris Sabin.
The captain of Team USA, Chris Sabin, has hit the ring, and oh, he's unloading with chops.
Nobody's been eliminated yet, and it's just going to get more cluttered and more crowded until somebody does. Nice spin kick right there by Sabin. Again, when you think about it, these guys are going to have to be out there an awful long time, because all 16 members of the World X Cup will be out here in this gauntlet.
You might recall recently on Impact, Sabin defeated Puma of Team Mexico to gain the U.S. 3 points. Flew into the corner, but check out Petey Williams now squaring off with Sabin. Sabin springs back.
Oh, nice move right there by Sabin, and he takes them both out.
15 seconds.
I was just thinking about Petey Williams. Here's a guy that's going to have to do the impossible. Think about that. He's already had an incredible match. Both him and Jushin Thunder Liger. For them to win something like this would be incredible.
Oh, you're right, luck of the draw, definitely not on the side
Goto.
of Team Canada, but here comes Team Japan's Hiroki Goto. Now an opportunity for Team Japan to use the numbers game to their advantage if Minoru can get back into the battle. And here he comes.
Oh, absolutely. Team Japan right now has such an advantage. They need to make sure they get somebody eliminated in here, or it's a wasted minute. Wow. Great counter right there by Goto. As you saw, Petey Williams was hung out to dry, and he got nothing but air.
There goes Sabin into the rope. Spin kick drilling in the top of the head. Goto laid him out.
And Minoru was over there in the corner just putting some torque right there on Puma's neck, trying to wear him out so that it makes it easier to throw him over the top rope.
Hiroki Goto, who just came in, one of the real young rising stars of New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know, it won't even be 3 years as a pro until the month of July.
It's unbelievable how mature he is in the ring at that age. But what you're getting ready to see here is so many great young stars just like this.
Incognito.
And here comes Incognito making his TNA debut. One of the members of Team Mexico. Right back off the top.
Look at that athleticism. Man alive, I told you it brings out the best. It brings out the best in the world, and Incognito, I'm just tearing it up.
Oh, you're not kidding. Coming to TNA, 6 years as a pro. What a dive by Incognito. Suicide dive out on the floor. Takes down Petey Williams. You know, I was going to talk about Incognito studying, believe it or not, in the seminary to be a priest in addition to his professional wrestling career. Some amazing parallels to Frey Tormenta, a wrestler that you're going to hear a lot about because Jack Black has a new movie coming out called Nacho Libre that documents that career.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're freaking me out here, Professor. It just blows me away with the facts that you can come up with. But I wanted to explain to people, Incognito went through the ropes. That's why him and Petey were not eliminated.
It's a great point.
Had to go over the top of the
The next
ropes.
entrant representing Team Canada,
Johnny Devine and the Canadians in now. Still waiting for our first elimination in this matchup as Johnny Devine in the corner on Incognito. Great uppercut shot. The charge at him, man. Oh, caught him in the corner with both boots.
member of Team USA out there in this matchup, so the other teams can take advantage of it and get the captain of Team USA out.
Great point.
If they're thinking right, but you know, you've only got a minute out there, and you get yourself engaged before somebody else comes in.
But it only takes a split second to eliminate somebody by tossing them over the top rope.
Good point right there. And again, it's over the top, not through, not around. They got to go over the top rope and then their feet hit the floor.
9, 8, 7,
Look at the draw determines who enters
5,
next. Let's find out
4,
who it is and representing what country.
2, 1. The next entrant representing Team USA, Sanjay Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt evens things up all the way around. That's the way to start things off.
Great flying body press off the top, took down 2 members of Team Japan.
Look at the teamwork.
How about
That's
this?
what we're talking about. Oh, man, that's just kind of taking a beating right there on Petey Williams. Getting some revenge on Team Canada for all the past transgressions.
Sandwich drop kick by Dutton Saban on Petey Williams. Little payback here from Fine miss with the knee. Sanjay.
Oh, look at that athleticism. This guy's amazing.
That's sick. Snapped off that inverted hurricane run. Wow.
He's so quick. He's so aggressive. Sanjay Dutt is one of those guys that is a future X Division champion. I know it all by heart.
USA TNA champs from the crowd. Incognito. That's him. Oh, no. Who's going to be next?
3,
Man, these guys, nobody's been eliminated yet.
representing Japan, Black Tiger.
Yeah, here comes Black Tiger to the ring representing New Japan. Springboard off the top. Oh, Sanjay caught him with that boot.
And so, oh, but he went right into that by Black Tiger. That's what cost him. That ring gets real small. But you've got, what, 10, 11? We got 9 guys in there right now. 9 guys.
3 of the 9 members of Team Japan.
Good point. That gives them the advantage.
Check out the angle lock by Black Tiger on Petey Williams. Divine in for the save. And again, you're not going to win the match with a submission move like that, but you can work and tear down that angle and then toss him over the top rope. That's for sure.
What we got going right there?
We have Sanjay
Dutt.
almost being taken over the top. Who's next?
The next entrant representing Team Mexico, Magno.
We saw Magno Don recently debut for Team Mexico in the World X Cup on TNA's Impact, and he makes an impact as he springboards into the ring.
Man, it's going to be hard to call this action as we've got so many people, bodies everywhere. And sometimes it's a good idea to find yourself a little corner, rest if you can, because it is a survival of the fittest. And you can see right there, again, you've got Petey trying to get Sanjay. Magno comes over, you got Black Tiger over there, Puma. Man, this is hard to follow by. You're not kidding.
Of course, Shocker and Magno winning a matchup on Impact that got Team Mexico their points. Magno just crashed into Johnny Devine. This thing is crazy. Magno, Black Tiger, Mexico, and Japan square off.
Petey Williams so close getting Puma over.
10,
Puma
9,
using his knee,
8,
fighting his way
7,
back in.
6, 5, 4,
Bodies
3,
flying all over. That was Incognito, I think, on Black Tiger out here in the floor.
the next entrant representing Team Canada, Showtime, here it goes.
And the thing is again, they didn't go over the top rope. Even though they're on the floor, they're not eliminated yet.
Right, you got to be tossed over the top and down to the arena floor to be eliminated, I believe, is the ruling.
Because Magno went over. Oh, wait a minute. It happened over here in front of us. Sanjay Dutt hit his ankle, hit it hard, hit it bad.
He went out at the same time as Incognito died.
Incognito's out. Sanjay Dutt is out. Both of those guys eliminated themselves. And wait a minute, they're calling for medics in here. Can we get it? I know it's hard to follow.
Oh, God,
This
just what we
is
need.
awful. This is awful. Sanjay Dutt is... Immediately they called for help. That's what scared me. Immediately they called for people.
10,
We're going to try and focus on this action back in the ring if we can. But just everything going down at the same time in this gauntlet, the finals of the World X Cup.
2,
Oh, I hope Sanjay's all right, man. But to let you know, Incognito is now going and Sanjay Dutt is out.
Right, two have been eliminated. And here comes wrestler number 12, Alex Shelley from the U.S.
Well, we've still got 4 more to go. I mean, look at how many people are in there already. Alex Shelley coming in. It's going to be very eager to see how he works out with the rest of Team USA. Because Team USA here is in a situation where they're in the lead, but even if they can finish a lot of scenarios the way this is going down.
Oh, you're right. Clothesline takes Saban out to number 6. Johnny Devine at the same time.
Alex Shelley right behind Johnny Devine, and when Saban went out, Alex Shelley able to throw Johnny Devine out, Mike.
You're right. We're doing our best to try to document this. Big dropkick by Puma in the far corner against Eric Young.
Man, what a gauntlet. I mean, this thing has just been action after action.
The next entrant, the captain of Team Japan, Jushin Liger.
Here comes Jushin Liger, who kicked off the pay-per-view with a win for Team Japan and got them on the scoreboard. And he hits the ring, and representing Team Japan now. I'm gonna make sure I got this right. That's everybody out for Team Japan at this point, all 4 men, right?
They have a great advantage right now. Team Japan has every member of their team out there, but they've got to take advantage of that. They've got to work together. Oh, you can see Magno right. Oh, Magno gets the boot up on Jushin Liger.
Right, here comes Magno charging at Liger.
Backbreaker. You.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Liger. Check this out. Liger going to go to the top. Magno try and cut him off.
Oh, look at this. Magno, this is a great opportunity for him to take care of the captain of Japan. And look at this. Oh, but he goes back into the ring. Man, oh man, that was close.
5, 4,
Suplexes Liger back in. Let's find out who's next. Wrestler 14 out of 60.
the captain of Team Mexico, Shocker.
Oh, that was going on. Magno was eliminated.
Magno has been eliminated.
Magno took a shot right over the ropes. It was great teamwork by Team Japan, and they did work together, and Magno's gone.
I mean, Team Mexico look like they're going to have the edge. There's a tilt-a-whirl from Shocker on Liger. But you're right, just as the Mexico team captain Shocker hit the ring, Magno, his partner, his teammate, was eliminated.
What a backbreaker right there by Shocker as he comes in fired up. Look at this, one right after another. Oh, man. Black Tiger able to avoid the elimination and a knee right to Shocker's head.
Shocker fights out of the corner, able to drop Black Tiger down with those knees. Try and take him up. Watch Black Tiger quickly to the top.
Oh, good move, though, getting back into the ring, though. Smart move by Black Tiger.
9,
Yeah, you're right, Don. You said it earlier. It's about eliminating the competition, but at the same time, it's about surviving.
3, 2,
Shocker able to hold on. Oh, Black Tiger's gone.
next entrant, representing Team Canada, Tyson Dukes.
And here comes Tyson Dukes to the ring, representing the Canadians, the 9-year pro, 28 years of age from Windsor, Ontario. And he comes in with impact. I mean, keep in mind here, as we see Tyson Dukes taking it to Puma, both Puma and Minoru have been out here since the start.
And also keep in mind, Petey Williams and Jushin Liger, who wrestled earlier tonight, are still out there. They've got to be awful tired. But Puma and Minoru out here from the start still.
Tyson Dukes, I think he thought he eliminated Puma, but Puma landed on the ring apron, didn't go down to the floor, so he's still alive.
Oh, wait a minute, you can see.
Goto hangs on.
Oh, no, Goto hits the floor.
Shelley caught him.
Goto has been eliminated.
You know, we questioned Alex Shelley and whether he was going to help or hinder Team USA, but he has been a huge factor in the success of the United States squad.
Oh, absolutely. You get caught up in what this is all about out here. I'll tell you what,
No violation from Team
Sets of
USA, Jay Lethal.
20-year-old Jay Lethal, representing the United States, hits the ring and going to take it right to Minoru of Team Japan.
let's see, we got Goto gone, Black Tiger gone, Magno gone, Johnny Devine gone, Saban gone, Dunn gone, and Incognito. We're still waiting to hear any information on Sanjay Dutt. He took a wicked ankle shot. I don't know anything yet, but I know that he called for help right away and they won't let him walk out of here.
Well, he's down to the floor. Jay Lethal caught him with the kick to see
Minoru has
drop
been
down.
eliminated.
Team Japan's Minoru is off. He can scratch him off the list.
Japan's down with just one person, and that's Jushin Liger. That's all they got left.
Chops in the corner by the Team Mexico captain, Shocker, but Shelley fights back. All 16 men now in the battle, and it's going to go down to the final 2. To that point, it's over the top rope elimination, but then we go pinfall or submission once we get to the final 2 to decide. Shocker elevated. Shocker's out.
Shocker has been eliminated.
Sometimes you get a little
Sabin. It's 5-5 at this point.
I'm trying to add this up. It doesn't add up.
Let's bring you up to speed on the 2006 World X Cup. You look at the standings, you see that Team Canada and the United States ended in a first-place tie, 5 points each. It wasn't settled in sacrifice, but we're going to settle it tonight on Impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following one-fall contest is the tie-breaking match for the World X Cup. Introducing first, accompanied by Coach Demore and the members of Team Canada, their captain, Petey Williams.
The Team Canada captain, Petey Williams, as well as all the Canadian troops, make their way to the six-sided ring. It was this past Sunday at our Sacrifice pay-per-view when Petey Williams hit that sick flip pile driver, the Canadian destroyer, on Puma from Team Mexico, and yes, Team Canada went into a first-place tie.
His opponent, accompanied by the members of Team USA, their captain, Chris Sabin.
And here he is, the captain of Team USA. A man who will do everything he can to avoid that sick Canadian destroyer. Because if it's hit, it means it's over. And Petey Williams is terrific in that race. He not only had a match with Liger, he's going to win that gauntlet. All that did was get up this match right now. It's a clean slate. Chris Sabin starts from scratch with Petey Williams. Only one victor.
You look around ringside, you see the members, Team USA in Sabin's corner. We see Jay Lethal, Alex Shelley, and Sanjay Dutt. Wait a minute, what's going on
Championship
here?
Committee member Larry Zbyszko, due to the importance of this World X Cup tiebreaker, has not only barred both Team USA and Team Canada from ringside, but has locked both teams out of the impact zone.
That's the way to settle it fair and square.
Absolutely. We don't need any interference. We don't need him. Got the ball interfering. We don't need Alex Shelley interfering.
Especially with the repeated interference that we've seen, Don, from Team Canada for months and months.
This is the way you do it. Two of the best the X Division has ever seen. Two of the best the World X Cup. As there may be the two MVPs of all the World X Cups that we've had right here. They deserve to be in this ring to settle it, Mike.
It's sudden death. This is the final. The winner of this captain's matchup will win the 2006 World X Cup. Is it going to be the U.S. or is it going to be Canada? Sabin, nice quick snapmare, and then the drop kick to the back of the head of Petey Williams.
Oh, these two guys know each other as well as any two X Division opponents can know each other. I mean, they're from very close in proximity where they're from, training in a lot of the same places, and both of them have been great X Division champions. But now this is about pride, this is about honor, this is about country.
Well, you're right, Don. Both of these individuals trained together at the same wrestling school. Chris Sabin from the Detroit, Michigan area, Hell, Michigan to be exact. Petey Williams from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, just across the bridge from Detroit. They know each other, Don, so well, as you mentioned. Maybe it's that individual who can vary his offense, and a move like that might just do it. Chris Sabin, great drop kick, perfectly placed.
This might even be a match where luck becomes involved because they're going to have to do something the other one's not expecting. And these two know each other so well. They're going to have to change things up, and here comes Sabin. Oh, right into the turnbuckle goes Petey Williams back in, and then he comes back fired up too.
Whoa! Sabin sent flying by Williams over the top and all the way down. What a thud when he landed on the arena floor.
Petey Williams, he's looking at it here, Mike.
Measuring him. Watch out for the slingshot move.
Oh, he comes over and snaps it off. What a shot with the Hurricane Rana right there, Mike.
Stepped off the Hurricane Rana, off the slingshot. Advantage Team Canada at this point.
Oh, that's just the type of breakers that you need in a match like this. Something to get the momentum, a big hit like that to get it going your way.
You know, before Larry Zbyszko issued the word that the Team Canada and Team USA squads were not only barred from ringside, but locked out of the impact. So it was good to see Sanjay Dutt with backslide here in a pin attempt by Sabin. Good to see Sanjay Dutt coming down to ringside, suffered a sprained ankle this past Sunday at the Sacrifice pay-per-view.
Yeah, he hobbled down here, but he's a warrior. He came in, and Jay Lethal and Alex Shelley, all of them worked so well together, they just couldn't come out victorious. You see Petey now. Got him trapped over there. Oh, applying the
Canadian national anthem from Team Canada captain Petey Williams. Just the ultimate disgrace here to Chris Sabin.
especially with what's at stake here at the World X Cup.
Want to remind those of you watching this Impact broadcast that you can listen in both English and Spanish commentary. Press that SAP button on your remote control. Check this out. You know, Don, we have really had some problems as of late with LAX. You see Conan and Moody Jack Melendez. Boy, they were scheduled to wrestle tonight. The Latin American Exchange, Conan's group, you see Homicide as well as Hernandez there. They have refused to compete tonight. Check out this, Spanish only, no entree.
Wow, and Moody Jack, he's even been influenced by Conan there in the booth. This guy's always been a team player. Right now, Petey Williams in total control of this match, Professor, as he just, after he got Sabin outside the ring in that Hurricane Rana, it has been all Petey Williams, and Chris Sabin's going to have to do something to swing this way, or it's going to be a Team Canada victory.
Elbow to the midsection, doubled over Williams, but when Sabin charges at him, he sends him flying over the top. Petey thought he went all the way to the floor, but he didn't, and Sabin connected. Great springboard drop kick.
Wow, just creeping.
Wait a minute,
right there.
whoa, I'm getting word. There's a disturbance in the backstage area. Check this out, that's Kevin Nash. He just took a security guard right into the wall. We need to take a commercial break. Who will emerge victorious? USA or Canada? We'll find out when we return. And welcome back, everyone, to Impact. Continuation of this tie-breaking one-on-one matchup. Team USA, the captain, Chris Sabin, taking the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams, hanging him in the corner. The winner of this matchup, Don, this tiebreaker, to take home, yes, the World X Cup trophy. This is payback for what we saw minutes ago.
I'll tell you what, I thought he might be doing a hesitation drop kick, and he starts singing the national anthem. I love it. And there's the hesitation drop kick, and he nails him right in the face. I love that move, man. I love that kick. He like stops right there in midair, and Chris Sabin now has the momentum, and he just slams him down, going for the pin, but Petey Williams just gets his shoulder up right there. Chris Sabin almost took it right there, Mike.
Boy, Don, it was quite interesting at the top of this week's Impact broadcast to see the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Christian Cage coming out here. He knows that he's going to have 4 challengers upcoming in our Slammiversary pay-per-view event. Larry Zbyszko countering by saying that we're going to start off with qualifying matches. It starts tonight on Impact, and then, yes, over the next 4 weeks as we see this pin attempt in a 2 count by Williams, we'll find out who all 4 challengers are for Christian Cage at Slammiversary. Check out the submission move.
Petey Williams going for it, and you can see Chris Sabin trying to get to the rope. The great thing about that is we don't know which 2 are going to have to wrestle. They all have to stay in their gear. Nobody knows if they're wrestling tonight. Could it be the cradle shot? He's got him up.
Fighting it off, and does, and then a deep arm drag takedown by Williams. I thought he was going to go for that head scissors takeover, and instead the side Russian leg sweep connects.
I mean, we could see like Sting and Steiner in a match tonight. We could see the Truth Killings and Jeff Jarrett in a match tonight.
Could you imagine? How about Rhino against Scott Steiner? How about Sting against Jeff Jarrett? All of those possibilities. We saw Sting earlier up in the rafters, and I have to tell you, Sting feels that if Jarrett regains the NWA title, it would be the worst thing in TNA history. Cradle